Hi, my name is Mike Miller, and it's my pleasure to be introducing myself to you from here in my office after school on Tuesday. 2 more days of school left this week, and I'm here at Chinook Middle School, where I've been an employee in the North Thurston Public Schools as a assistant principal for the last 19 years. Been here at Chinook 4 years. Previously, I was over at Nisqually Middle School, great district, great folks, very collaborative district. Um, but my wife and I are looking for a movies to the mountains. So I was delighted to see the position open up in Leavenworth. Um, Honored to be able to interview and tell you a little bit about myself. My wife and I absolutely love the Leavenworth area. We've been coming up summers and winters for many years. I actually have I have a family in Spokane Valley, a family in Seattle and Tacoma, and we feel like just being right in the middle would be awesome for us. And um, so I was very excited to see the position open. There was a question about demographics, and in my current school, we have 789 students, pretty diverse population. We actually house the ELL program for the middle schools in our district, so we have about 27% Hispanic. Other different languages spoken here. Those kids come to our school as a magnet school, and so also about we have a lot of mixed race students. About 13% of our students have two or more races. 10% Asian, um, and it's so Caucasians about 43%. About 10% of our students are African American. Um, our number of free and reduced students is pretty significant, about 53%. That's actually true of all the schools at the middle level in our district are about the same. They did a boundary change not long ago, a couple of years back, and really focused on demographics to to bring some equity in the district. So I feel like that was an awesome move, and um, yeah, so have a little bit of experience with low income students, with English language learners, supporting those teachers and those students here. Um, Want to try and get through the questions and honor your time in less than 10 minutes. So, my experience with MTSS, we do several screeners here at our school and in our district. The DESA screener is a kind of a universal screener to help put kids on our radar that kids that may have needs that we don't want to go unnoticed, whether they're academic or social or behavioral. We also use the Swiss system, the behavior referral system, along with a very strong PBIS system here at our school. And so we're tracking kids that are needing support, needing intervention on a regular basis. Um, Students get referred for either academics or behavioral issues or social issues. We have what's called grade level team leader meetings or grade level team meetings, where school leaders at each level meet together to discuss students that are struggling, students that have needs, again, whether they're social or academic. The idea is to come out of that meeting with a plan for any of the students that were referred. And a few ways that we support students. We do have some academic pull-out time twice weekly. We call that Core Flex. Students are referred for that or called or summoned by teachers that know that they need support in their classes. And so we also have a tiered behavior intervention system. Some of the referrals go to the grade level team, some of them go to the counselors, but mainly they're processed at different levels on a tier two and tier three level with groups of teachers and counselors and principals that know those kids to support them here in school. Um, I also should mention we really work hard to set up our kids and our teachers for success early on in the year, making sure they've got the resources they need, the training they need, that we revisit our look fors, our classroom walkthrough look fors, so teachers know they're up on our initiatives. This year we've been working on universal design for learning, so we've got some look fors that teachers know that we're trying to cultivate in the school community. and they're working on those. So, and they expect to get some feedback on those when administrators walk through their classrooms. Um, I'll talk a little bit more about PBIS. I think that's the last question, but those are things that it really helps kids and teachers to revisit um, comprehensively as you start the school year. So, um, experience evaluating classroom teachers. What would a teacher expect from me as an evaluator? I think just all of our teachers, um, they're going to get not just like evaluative support, but the request support when they need it. I think the most important thing that we can do as administrators to support our teachers is to be responsive when they have questions, when they have needs, when they're struggling with a student behavior, when they need books or resources in their classroom. So, uh, again, early in the year, having that collaborative time in PLCs where we're hearing what they need and responding and meeting those needs with the tools that they need, both in curriculum and just in supporting the kids on a daily basis in the classroom. So, um, obviously, we're doing a regular evaluation cycle. This year, I had about 25 uh, teachers on my certified evaluation roster, 3 counselors, 5 to 7 paraeducators, and 2 office professionals. So I've got a pretty broad experience evaluating different folks. Really, my goal is to give teachers feedback, to give them support, to make sure they have the resources that they need to do their job well, and give them encouragement and guidance. And so, if there's things that I feel like I can share with a teacher to help them do a better job teaching kids, I'm going to just supportively share that with them. I also really encourage folks that are on the shortened eval, or what we call the focused eval, choose an area that they really want to grow in, challenge themselves and their student growth goal and their personal goals. So I'm not sure how the evals work differently, maybe somewhere else, but question about special education. Um, and yeah, being 19 years as a middle school administrator, I spent a lot of time supporting our special education teachers and students. We have life skills programs, 2 actual separate rooms here in our building now. First year having an EBD program here at the school. Had one back at Nisqually when I was there previously for the 15 years I was an administrator there. Um, I think, in addition to supporting these teachers, particularly early on, making sure their kids get scheduled in the classes they need, they're set up to get folks to attend the IEP meetings, that administrators are there to support and help facilitate communication with parents. Like with all of our teachers, being responsive. We have what's called a quick correct. If a teacher is struggling with a certain student and a particular behavior, they call the office. They don't send kids out of class. They don't send kids to the office. They call us and we come and support at the door. And we can usually tell if a student needs a quiet place to go and chill out, do their work with some support. Um, but our policy, my policy as an administrator, is just to be responsive, to be visible in the hallways, supporting teachers throughout the day, communicating with them throughout the year, and making sure they have the resources they need to do an awesome job teaching kids. Um, I think discipline. I wouldn't want to pass up. So, how do I stay organized? So, I am very in touch with my calendar throughout the day. I'm looking at my calendar, planning things. I've had amazing OPs that have helped me to just stay organized and help me plan different things, evaluations, meetings. But the key, I think, is really staying in touch with your calendar. I probably email myself 10 times a day so that I don't forget things. When I'm somewhere, I talk into my phone and say, email Michael Miller, and I give myself a reminder of something that I've got coming up. So, I mentioned PBIS. Uh, I am a firm believer in comprehensive PBIS integration into the school, from instruction early in the year for teachers and students, to supporting them with reteaching throughout the year, intervening with students empathetically, restoratively, and in a progressive way, a tiered way, so that students at every level get support that they need, but also have lots of positive reinforcement. So part of a great PBIS plan is having a lot of positives that you're doing with students, so they know what's expected. They know that you notice that they're doing the right thing, and that's I'd love to say more about that, and I'm looking forward to having a chance to sit down. But um, thank you very much for your time. I look forward to seeing you on Thursday.